I swear, I don't have time to edit videos. So I'm like, live stream. I see another video I want to react to. Live stream. Fuck that. Fuck that editing shit. I will edit videos every once in a while, but mostly I won't. I will probably only edit like if I do like Discord and then I want like one section of the conversation or the debate, then I'll just edit that, put it in. But no, I'm not doing that. Let's see. The View. Try that in a small town. Great fucking song. Very wholesome song. Very American community song. Very, very good song, right? It's got a nice hook. Try that here in small town. See how far you make it down the road. Ah, it's wholesome. Wholesome, nice American song. Let's see what the View has to say about it.
Lot wrong here with this. This is a man who saw what happens when someone is out of control with their guns.
Yeah,
He's
he was
someone
performing
he was
in Las
performing
Vegas.
in Vegas,
In Vegas.
and he saw people get. So I don't understand how.
So mass shooting have to do with a so the song is like about riots, about fucking stealing inside of like all the riots and stealing and shit that's been going on. How like he's mentioned like people robbing an old lady and robbing a liquor store and shit like that. But mass shooting, uh-huh, and guns. What the fuck does gun? He okay. I don't even think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but I don't even think the fucking song has one mention of a fucking gun, if I'm not mistaken. Like, if you go to a small town and you try a bunch of shit, niggas just beat you the fuck up. Like, if you try to mess with somebody, like, it's a small community. Everybody knows each other. Like, what happened? I don't know where. I think it was in Texas, maybe. But a dude tried to go. He went from Chicago and he went to Texas. I think it was Texas. And in the video, he had a shotgun and he went down in the store. He was clearly trying to rob the store. Motherfucker pulled out a gun of his own. So it's like, yo, you can go back up to Chicago with that shit. You in the wrong spot. Try that in a small town. That's what the fuck it's about. Hey man, you gonna try that down there.
He could be that disconnected. How people around him didn't say to him, hey, listen, you know what? Maybe there's a better way to do this.
While Sarah and Joy focused on the tune's lyrics related to small towns and big cities, Alyssa said she was going to give the country star the benefit of the doubt.
This was to me something where about half the people in my life see it one way and half the people in my life see it a different way. So I'm trying to like kind of see what are we disconnecting on. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that his intent wasn't to, stoke division, glorify violence.
No shit. It wasn't and no shit. It wasn't destructive vision. Oh my god, the vision between who? Who is being divided? People who are criminals and people who are in small towns? Sure. Let's stroke that division. And I think she was about to say promote violence. I haven't seen this video. In fact, this is one video I haven't seen. But the and promote violence, yes, against criminals, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
Violence or racism. I'm going to
Race. Oh my god. Buzzwords. All the fucking buzzwords, dude. Division, racism, violence. Ah. With our powers combined.
to give him that benefit of the doubt. I don't know. But I'll say this. There was a line. So for the many folks who are offended by this, there's a line in it that says, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. So for a lot of
So what does that mean to you guys? I don't know what she's about to say, but let me tell you what that means to me. Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. What could that possibly mean? Mm, mm. I think personally, I think it means that Black people, don't come down here because we'll just get our hoods and fucking roll up on you. We take care of our home, okay? And we'll take care of you, bud. Or maybe it could mean just, hey, yo, don't try no bullshit down here because we take care of our people, okay? You see that woman down there, don't try to do anything to her because dude right up the dude across the street, he gonna run over and beat your ass. All right? He might even be black. Might be a black dude. Like what? What? Oh my God. I just thought about this. It was a story and I think yeah. Oh yeah, it was AJW, Actual Justice War. Go check them out. It was this freaking couple with 6 kids. And there was I don't know if he was a pedophile, but here's a dude that kidnapped 2 children. And they followed him until the police came. And they were from Texas. So they saw him and it was like, oh shit, that's the guy that's on Most Wanted. And they followed him and they was calling the police and they called the police and they fucking they the police got him, right? The police arrested him. Unfortunately, it was because they didn't call the tip line or whatever. They called the actual police that they couldn't get the reward for it. But a business owner gave them money out of his own pocket because they're like, yo, that's what we need in our community. We like take care of each other. So that's what it. And it was a black couple. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it's a black couple that stopped the fucking black man who kidnapped some kids. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, like, where are you getting race in this fucking song, bro? Like, where's race coming from?
My friends and family who are legal gun owners in small communities, they're like, yeah, that's what we do if someone breaks into a store. He's talking about the right to defend yourself. What I thought of when I read that was Ahmaud Arbery. I think of a black man in a small town in the South who literally...
Why? Like, what? How? Like, why? Why are you thinking that? Like, how fucking... I'm gonna say something. I don't think she thought of that at all. I don't. I think this whole fucking view shit, all these leftists, they just fucking they just go with the left should think. They get their signal from the hive mind, and be like, must call it racism. It's racist. Like how? How? Why are you thinking about black people? Why are you thinking about black people? Didn't mention race. Small towns. I guess black people don't live in fucking small towns, right?
Just got shot for doing nothing wrong. So I think what becomes problematic is that there's a lack of recognition of what this means to about 50% of the country whose experience isn't Jason Aldean's.
But Sonny...
50% of the country. 50%. I don't see you talk about black people. Because we ain't 50%. Did she say 50% or she said 50? I need to hear that back. Let's see. I think she said 50%.
Nothing wrong. So I think what becomes problematic is that there's a lack of recognition of what this means to about 50% of the country whose experience isn't Jason Aldean's.
That was 50%. What 50%? Can't be black people. It cannot be black people because we ain't 50%. Like, what are you talking about, woman?
But Sonny didn't agree.
I'm actually not going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, you see that? You see that? I'm actually not going to give him benefit of the doubt.
And I'm pleased that you are, and I'm pleased that you are.
You do agree that he should be allowed to say whatever he wants.
Because as a lawyer, when I put my legal hat on, I don't believe in censorship.
Right.
However, this man is from Macon, Georgia. My father's from Augusta, Georgia, and Macon, Georgia.
Okay.
I spent many summers there. Yeah, both.
Okay.
I spent many summers there. It is one of the most racist places in this country. So don't tell.
Is that true? Is it one of the most racist places in the country? I think The View is one of the most racist places in the country.
Me that he knew nothing about what that imagery meant and what he. So I don't give him the benefit.
But I'm saying, along with him.
The imagery in the fucking song was a bunch of people robbing and fucking burning shit, like shit, beating up people and shit like that. Like, what the fuck do you mean? What does that imagery mean? Like, oh, hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. If you see that imagery and you're thinking he's talking about black people, you're saying that you think black people are just fucking racist. I mean, shit. Violent criminals. If you see that imagery, you're like, he's talking about black people right there. I can see it. It's just it's a video of a bunch of people just burning shit and fucking beating people up and stealing, robbing and shit like that. And you're in your mind, he's talking about black people. You might want to check your racism right there, bud.
More
Now,
people should
the
also
other,
be
the other
held
thing
accountable.
is,
Try That in a Small Town's lyrics include, quote, got a gun that my granddad gave me.
Okay, so he did mention the gun. I said, I didn't know, but I guess he did.
They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that might fly in the city, good luck. Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town. The
I recommend you don't. Say it right. I recommend you don't.
music video features videos of looting, protests, and images of burning the American
Don't say protest. No, it was all riots. The fuck you mean? Looting protests? No, it was all fucking riots. What are you talking about?
flag. Jason took to Instagram to respond to the backlash earlier this week, saying that the intention of the song was to refer to the feeling of community and people taking care of their neighbors, quote, regardless of differences of background or beliefs.
Oh. Why wonder what like oh fucking shit. If you got anything else from that, you're a fucking idiot, or you caught up in the fucking bubble. You're caught up in your own fucking bubble.
In the past 24 hours, I have been accused of releasing a pro-lynching song, a song that has been out since May.
I mean, hey man, lynching ain't that bad when you're doing it to criminals. Okay, like public executions. You need to bring that back, just so motherfuckers know. Hey, that's gonna be you. If you try some shit, that's gonna be you. And it's anybody, not just fucking black people. I'm just saying. But I'm all for public executions again, like real public. Bring the guillotine!
And was subject to the comparison that I, direct quote, was not too pleased with the nationwide BLM protests. These references are not only meritless, but dangerous. There is not a single lyric in the song that references race or points to it. And there is not a
Fucking exactly. So you're a fucking racist piece of shit if you just thinking like it. Like I said, like if you think black people, as soon as he said talking about criminals and shit, you're a fucking racist.
single video clip that isn't real news footage. And while I can try and respect others to have their own interpretation of a song with music, this one goes too far.
That's not even that. Oh, man, that's like what was that? What? Man, shit, I can't even think of the right book. But it's like how people get inspired to kill people off of fucking books and shit. Like when a book has nothing to do with anything. Like you're taking it out of nowhere. Like I'm like this beer, man. 60-minute IPA. I should go do something to someone. I'm not gonna say what I was just thinking. I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. I don't care about being monetized. So I ain't gonna get kicked off.
Wrote, adding, as many pointed out, I was present at Route 91 where so many lost their lives, and our community recently suffered another heartbreaking tragedy. No one, including me, wants to continue to see senseless headlines.
And you know what happened in that fucking that mass shooting, right? A bunch of people got together and they were helping out. Like there was a video about with a man whose daughter was over there and he stopped the car and he was like, "Man, my daughter, she's at this concert. There's a shooting over there. Can you help me out?" And then Dude was like, "Yo, fuck it, hop in. We're going over there." Another dude, he had his truck, and he used his truck. He kept going back and forth with his truck to pick people up from fucking the shooting and shit. Like that's what the song's about. Like it's about fucking community. It's so stupid. It's so stupid that you would even just bring up this man being there. And niggas be like, all these leftists be like, yeah, oh man, people that suffer for tragedy, man, they got so much traumatic experiences, they got called the wrong name. But you bringing up this man being involved in a fucking like being there at a fucking shooting. You're bringing that up and trying to criticize him for it, like, oh, you were in the shooting. You must like. It's just like how people be like, oh, you're in a mass shooting, then you must hate guns. No, I want my own.
Or families ripped apart.
All right, so that's that. Let me know what you guys think, but I don't really care what you think. If you think anything else, if you think the sound was racist, you're an idiot.